Well, this morning, Colts fans are shaking their heads after an overtime loss to the Rams yesterday.
Yeah, it hurts because there was hope after coming back big time in the third and fourth quarters. Dominic Miranda is up with us this morning. Dom, it was a roller coaster ride of a Sunday showdown. Good morning.
What do they say good morning to?
Yeah.
Ted Lasso, it's the hope that kills you.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Ladies, it was truly a tale of two halves in this Colts football game on Sunday. Down 23-0 at one point in that game to forcing overtime for a second consecutive week. At the risk of sounding like Mr. Eternal Optimist here, there was so much good still to take from this game. Anthony Richardson's return to the field went very well. But first, the bad. The first half was something. Everything that could go wrong for the Colts did go wrong. The Rams outgained them by over 150 yards. Anthony Richardson's legs were the only source of offense for this team, and he coughed up the football, leading to more Rams points. The defense was gashed all night long, which was an anomaly, really, for this team. Matt Stafford, he had all day to throw. It truly looked like this was going to be over early for the Colts on Sunday until it wasn't.
Until it wasn't. That's the thing. I feel like if you took a little bit of time off and came back to the game, you thought you were watching a totally different game because you were. But what was the turning point? And what do you think that made the Colts so much more effective in the second half?
Well, it's cheesy, but this team is so stinking resilient. They showed it to you last week in Baltimore, down 23-0 to Sean McVay and the Rams. Seems impossible, but the number one thing you can take from this game is Anthony Richardson is special. Yes, I understand. You look at the stat sheet and no, he's not efficient, but I watched the game of football with my eyes, and my eyes tell me AR has the it factor. He was special outside the pocket on Sunday, primarily in the second half, leading to the Colts comeback, what would have been the largest regular season comeback in franchise history. He has the ability to heat up so fast, he's like a microwave, and he captivated Lucas Oil on Sunday. That place was jumping, ladies.
Okay, so that was the big takeaway. What's the second biggest takeaway that we can go and repeat to tell people today?
Look, the Colts, they came back down to earth a little bit.
Yeah.
And while everything I just said about Anthony Richardson is true, the fact of the matter is they still lost the football game. So you should be really excited about the future with Anthony Richardson at center. There's no question about that. But you can't get into a 23-0 hole to begin with, right? You can't dig yourself out of that the whole rest of the game. And this defense was the strength of this team for the first couple weeks. And the amount of time that Matt Stafford had in the pocket combined with the amount of space Rams receivers were getting, that can't happen anymore. The rookie receiver for the Rams, Puka Nacua, he was running free all game. But look, this team is frisky, they're fun, they're resilient, and they're never out of the game with Anthony Richardson under center. Head coach Shane Steichen, he said as much after this one.
I thought our guys, they fought their tails off. You know, to be down 23 points, obviously we don't ever want to put ourselves in that hole and have to fight back. But the way they fought and scratched and clawed to come back, to tie that game up and have a chance to win in regulation, it showed signs of, the toughness and the resilience of our football team. But again, it's not the result we want, and we got to finish games. And it always starts with myself. I got to look myself in the mirror. I got to be better. Obviously, we got to be better in the first half so we don't put ourselves in those situations.
Yeah, this one was tough because I feel like the energy, you mentioned this already, just the energy was just wild.
65,000 strong. Look, he said it, right? You have to finish those games, but there's a lot of positives. You're 2-2. You got a division opponent next week, and we'll see. But Anthony Richardson, it's all about him, and I liked what I saw.
And as cliche as it sounds, it's like, okay, only up from here. We're just going to keep, we're going to keep moving forward. But thank you, Dom.